Good evening. Let me adjust the camera for quality purposes. My name is not EGNARTS, but I do appreciate it. Because I am EGNARTS. That didn't work, did it? No. Let's try something different. Oh, that worked. Adjusting. There we go. Cool, here we are. My name's Justin. I'm a comedian. I'm an entertainer. I literally live a strange life, but I'm okay with it. Are you? Moving forward. I smoke cigarettes to calm down, but they don't work. I still smoke them. Go back to tobacco. Moving on. Baby, am I strange or crazy?
It's strange.
Strange. Okay, so I'll take the S. Okay. Am I clammy or warm?
What?
Okay, so SW. Sweet. Okay. Am I energetic or enthusiastic? Both?
Yeah.
We'll take both those E's. Okay, so what is my favorite thing in the world? It causes the most stress and happiness. Is also my nickname. And it's 4 letters, and it starts with what you put in the ground to play golf. You can say what if you want.
Yeah,
Nobody knows you're on a cell phone trying to pay attention to something else while being confused and baffled by a majorly fucked up guy that you fell in love with for some reason. Maybe you were high. Oh shit, baby. I don't want to do this. It happens. It makes me pissed. It's a Dr. Seuss's nursery rhyme. Attack you all the time. Kill your rhyme. Take the day. Hey, hey. Smoke weed every day. Yeah. I'm playing. No, I just wanted to make a video and just kind of really touch base with whoever might be watching my thing. I checked some stats today because I thought that was cool. You know, try something new. And I guess I got people watching this stuff. This wasn't for like people to see. I'm glad you see it, but no. This was just me like trying to get all of this like in here, like somewhere, except like this one. Whoosh. Whoosh. Yeah, don't talk to yourself too much. I think I gave you a visual representation of insanity there. Moving on. Oh, try to keep my minute videos very short and my short videos very long. I know, I confuse people. I'm really good at being random and confusing. It was basically a hobby that all my buddies wanted me to basically come up with and figure out, because we really enjoyed walking up to people in public and saying like, excuse me. The razors, you know? The razors. And people are like, what the fuck? But then you're like, they disappeared. And then you disappear. And they're fucked. They're fucked. This was before you'd even film them and put them on the internet for like money. You know, monetization, YouTube account, whatever. Pick it and stick it. Sorry, I might be going a little fast for you. Let me slow down. Yeah, sorry about that. Your speed of life is up to you. Don't let your body and mind control you. Just you control you. So, baby, what's it like with being with me? You know, like I imagine like there's probably like, I mean, if like 5 people watch the video, there's probably like 6.5 more people that haven't seen it that are still trying to figure out why the fuck you're with me. So speak loud because you're hiding. No, thank you. Is that the answer to the first question or a second? Demand. Ah, the throat punch. I don't want those. I love talking so much. Why would I jeopardize the only thing that makes sense? Do you really want to hurt me? Shit, she's shaking her head. Do you really want to make me cry? Well, shit, you know. I do take in too much salt, so this would be a good way to dehydrate and lose a little bit of my sodium content per daily value, which is 1,500 milligrams, and everybody else is booked to 4,500. Keep in mind, people, that's not double. That's much more than double. 15 to 45 is what? Oh, that's triple. You know your math? I do. Sorry, I am bizarre. I give people pauses to say what the fuck on their own time. I do it too. I apologize for the profanity. Profanity is an emotional release. And if you can't emotionally release with your words, then you should pent up and build up and burst. Or like the condom that I used. Daughter number 3. Just joking. That's kid number 3, daughter number 2. And lover number 1. It's funny how things go in sequence, isn't it? Never loved anybody until you. Damn. I'd say it was a roll, but this is a square. And it's fucking making a lot of noise going down the bank. No, this is just a personal recording, honey. Doesn't have to go anywhere. Technically, I haven't really disclosed anything important. I've truly given these people nothing for 5 minutes, and they're still watching. It's beautiful. And if you're poor and you have nothing, what do? Well, you play a game of cards until that shit, you want to burn them, right? And then you're like, well, what do I do? Well, you find your own way to find happiness through laughter and whatever. So I learned how to laugh at myself, come up with my own jokes, do tricks, and mentally perceive things on a higher level. I've been tested. I'm not crazy. I have a genius-minded mind. Not a genius. No. But my mind works like one. Me and Jim Carrey, we're best of friends. No, we haven't met. Just joking. Love to meet him. I haven't studied his work. I can pull him off pretty good, but I don't want to copy anybody. That's nobody's real job. It's like, my award is to copy you. It's like, pick somebody fucking better. If you want to take me, man, pay my child support too. Just joking. No, if you're watching this and you really have any comments or questions, like, I would really appreciate that. One question can actually create an explosion of information that does lead to so many prosperous things in even different areas than the area you chose to find prosper, and an explosion of brainstorm from the root or the seed, which is your question. Now, that was a lot, wasn't it? That was right up and right down in conversation. I'm sorry. Don't worry, babe. I'll calm down. Just, I get to let this shit out for like 10 minutes a day. It's called being you, or being okay for society. I love you.
I love you.
Oh, stop it! You're gonna make me feel like a baby. You make me so weak. Shit. So, if you've seen the video, I hope you enjoy my character, because I've struggled trying to figure out how to communicate with people, and I still struggle. I just want to make people smile, and to do that, I also wanted to wow them, with awe and woo, And I tried to figure out how to do it in every possible way possible, because I've seen people not have all the tools for the job, And if entertainment has 6 tools, then why don't I get a little piece of each one? So I can dance pretty crazy, but I don't know any real dance moves. I just do my own, and for some reason they flow together and look pretty cool. I rap. I don't really write songs anymore, because every one I wrote kind of made me feel bad, and then I ripped it up, threw it away, and then I felt bad that I lost it. It's kind of like a double negative. Try to stay away from those. So I'm gonna write a few songs, but I just needed the topic to be right. Not there yet. Yeah, I'm a brainstormer, free thinker, double-minded, dyslexic. I also have this really crazy, it's the ADD, I think. It's crazy. It runs the speed. But with the bipolar type 2, there's mania, right? And I'm actually hypomanic at a baseline. So I'm always happy and I'm always energetic, going, unless I sleep too much. And I know you guys are probably sitting there thinking, what the hell? Yeah, no, I slept actually 11 hours to try to catch up on sleep, and I almost punched a hole in the wall because I was so angry, dead, and empty, and hated my life. So anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah. There's much more. I rip things down to the core so I can explain it to like a 4-year-old. And people have told me that I can explain anything to anybody as long as I understand it first. I can create an analogy for anything you can think of. And I'm not just shooting shit, like tooting a horn or sitting on a high horse. No, I'm serious. People, I have proved this. I go to therapy, every week. Not because I'm crazy and I need to stabilize. No, I'm just trying to figure out how to make this even better. No, I can't work a day job because I don't get along with people. A lot of people find me fucking annoying as fuck. Just because when I do speak, I'm literal, factual, honest, decent, kind, and I don't deal with stupid humanistic sarcasm and stuff like that. I understand it, I can follow, but I don't like it because you're trying to confuse me. That sarcasm is the sole point. But if you dial it way back and you just look at that whole area where there's confusion amongst communication, which is actually communication, okay? We need to be cautionary when we speak, because communo, okay? Co, us, together. Muno, which is actually I'm a believer that would be the speech, and then the caution, which is be careful. And it's not the words you're using, it's actually the combination of tone and whether they actually hit a surface word or a subsurface word, where it's like the root, like the origin of the word, and then the surface is our growth, our evolution upon it. When you hit different stuff in combinations, you can piss people off. You know, like insinuation, like that's bullshit. I don't think I should have to think about your insinuation. I think you should be literal and speak to me direct. Now, with that said, beyond insinuation, there should be, oh man, I'm just getting a little worked up because, you know, it is frustrating for me. I've struggled with this all my life. I'm smart enough to see why I can't communicate with other people that aren't smart enough to do it. Right. Literally. Like kind and literal. Like specific, direct. Like if you want to talk about your emotions, do so. You know, like, can we just be objective? You know, we're always subjective about things. And sometimes we literally tell people when we don't want something when we do. You know, and then at the end of the day, they find out that you actually wanted it and they feel bad. Like, your society, since communication is forcing us to think straight and then backwards. It's like, is it direct and honest, or is it indirect and misleading? So we have to think about both of that in every single conversation, every sentence. That is just too much for anybody to handle. Most people don't think on those levels and just go with it because it's like a song. But I'm like ripping apart everything, and I can just, it's irritating. So I'm trying to figure out how to fix it, and that's basically been my goal since I was like 18 years old. And I know it sounds funny, but it all comes down to the alphabet. You want to figure out where it all came from, it's the alphabet. And then when you figure out where we are now, you can actually fill in the algebra, which I'm amazing at. Basic. Anyway, we'll pick that up for later. So if there's any topics within that 10 minutes or whatever that you want to ask about, please drop a line in the comments. I have time. I'm actually a stay-at-home dad of a beautiful daughter, and I have my other two that come on the weekends. But I'm a stay-at-home dad just because as I mentioned, it's very difficult for me to do repetitive tasks for 8 hours a day. I actually have to do random things all the time, just to keep this from like almost what I'd say like overloading on the same thing. And it's Einstein's real thing, and I'll end it there. You know, like to do the exact same thing over and over again, and to expect a different result, is insanity. For me, that's this like I'm gonna cut the scissors, cut the scissors, cut the scissors. This is insanity to my mind after a while, because it thinks so out there all the time. Even when I fucking dream, I don't. My brain doesn't stop. I swear to God, I've never had my brain stop unless I smoked a really good joint. So anyway, peace out, EGNARTS.